Sure, we're not recording. And I'm muted. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Paranormal Pride. I'm your host, Denise Pridemore, and my co-host, Ron. I hope everybody's having a great night. I'd like for you guys all to see my guests here. You know, I kind of just left them up. We were talking before the show. It's just easier just to leave them up than it is just to take them down and bring them back up. Why waste the time? So I'm going to introduce you guys to Kat Hobson and Lori Dorsey. I know both of you, both listeners. All of the listeners know who you guys are. So it's not like this is news to them. You've been on the show many times. I've been on your show many times. And I know you've had Lori on many times on your show too. So this is easy. This is easy peasy, especially after hanging out all day yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
In the water.
So, yep.
At the beach.
Yeah. Like I said yesterday, it's nice to do something that we don't do. And so far, there's a lot of things we don't do together, but we're going to try to change that.
We are changing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
just because we like the paranormal doesn't mean we don't like the beach and seafood.
And shells.
And shells.
Set shells. I have.
Ta-da!
Aww.
Yes. This is Frank Bennett sent me this a long time
He's such
ago.
a sweetheart.
So, yep, he sent me that. So I figured I better hang it up near where I'm doing the show. Like I said, I got seashells coming out my ears here.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
So you guys, we were all supposed to go on to Ireland together.
Hey, dear.
We were.
And we, it all got canceled. And you guys decided that you were going to go to Scotland. And the timing wasn't good for us. But we wanted to hear about your trip to Scotland. On the things you'd like to share. Because I know there's some things
some things that happen in Scotland stay in Scotland. Definitely.
Oh.
So
yeah, those weird things anyway. But the paranormal things is what I'm pretty sure everybody wants to hear about. So go ahead.
What do you want to know?
I want to know all the fun stuff. Like, did you guys come in contact with a spirit? Did you, is there some place that we have to go to when we go over there? Is there, what was the best place you ate?
Yes.
Yes, and yes.
Yeah,
The best place to eat is the Ivy in Edinburgh. So we had our going home meal there last year, and we had our going home meal there this year.
Yeah.
And they were both fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The have to go to place is Hadera, is our favorite, my favorite. So I'm speaking in the royal we, right? But is Balgony Castle, because it's so absolutely bizarre with its activity. And our friends with Haunted Scotland, the Scottish Paranormal team, are absolutely fantastic investigators. They have this huge following of subscribers that watch the investigations, and they're really good at picking up activity while you're doing it. And so that makes it fun when you get to be with them while they're doing it. And we got to do a subscriber event with them at the old Stirling jail. Yeah. So that was fun too.
I chased the ghost around.
She did.
I did.
Hey, Sherilyn. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Sherilyn, Crystal, and Mary.
Yep. Hi, guys.
Hey, Chris.
Nice to see you guys here.
But the Stirling jail was so cool, and some of those pictures are from there. There's one that has the Wallace Monument in the background. There's one that has the Sterling Castle lit up behind it. But there's some stuff that was really weird there. And Lori, like she said, she was chasing around something with her K2.
Yep.
And she went through the whole jail pretty much, didn't you?
Yep. I went through it and my SLS picked up. It was there and then it was gone. And my K2, I'd go over and it would light up and then it would be gone. And then I'd start looking for with my SLS app and then I'd find it and I'd put my K2 and there it was. And then it disappeared. And it, it was small.
It was tripping out.
It was small. It wasn't an adult size. So I have a feeling it was a kid playing.
And there were kids in Sterling jail.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty.
It was interesting.
Hey Sue. But anyway, it was so interesting because when we went up and did a session in the tower,
Mm-hmm.
and which was freaking gorgeous. But you could hear all the wind and all the, so it was a dark and stormy night. But it was so cool
Mm-hmm.
because it was a mediumship kind of exercise, and I love that stuff. So people were getting a lot of different things.
I didn't participate. I was using my equipment, but I was confirming everything she kept saying that look, because I was with an SLS, I always look up. And she said they're watching us and I could see stick figures up in the corners. I said, yeah, they are. They're up there. They're up there. There's one standing outside the door. And she said she was saying that there was somebody standing outside there where we were seated. And I said, oh yeah, he's standing right there. And he waved. I put my hand up. He waved, So she did the mediumship. I did more of the equipment.
Yeah. But they had an Estes session going on. I got to do that. I love Estes because the first time I did it, I didn't know that I was hitting, right? And in fact, it was when people first started talking about it, and Frank Lee and I were on a private investigation at a home, and we did that. And it was fantastic. I mean, it was hitting left and right. So that was my first experience with Estes. And then this was my most recent one. I had no idea if I was hitting or not. So, because they were running people through there, right? But I'm sure they'll let me know because they record everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, TV guys, right? They record everything. But that was.
Yeah, but Balcony was pretty interesting because they were trying new equipment out. Ryan had a 360 camera, and the subscribers can point the camera wherever they want to. And he was trying it out over there. And his DR60 was hitting when we would ask questions. Kat and I, when we went in there, they were in the chapel and we were elsewhere. We were in the other part of the castle. So we tiptoed in there and we were going to stay back.
Well, we were in the anteroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just going to sit there and listen and see what they were doing. And they saw us.
Yes.
I said, come in here. And I said.
So they just put us on their feed and it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
We love their subscriber group because they're so enthusiastic.
Oh.
Hi, Sue. And they're so
Happy
nice.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sue's birthday?
Ron's cousin. Yep.
My cousin.
Oh, happy
Sue's
birthday. I will do you a favor and not sing, but enjoy your day.
Oh, I know she is. Between those grandbabies and everything else,
We
I know
are.
she's
We
having
are
a great day.
investigators, my friend Sue and Don. And I miss you. You need to come into my chat rooms. I love you. But anyway, I haven't seen him in forever. So it's nice to see him there. But
But
First
about
time here for
we
him.
did, yeah, Balgoni,
Mhm.
the thing that we got a lot of hit on was in the museum room.
oh, the museum room. That's where we had that wacky doodle session last year
Mhm.
where,
Everything
I mean,
lit.
and I'm serious when I say that it looked like the lights on the
REM pod.
REM pod were crawling up the antenna.
Mhm.
But in the video, it didn't look that way.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, you can actually hear.
Oh, it was
You can,
it was buried. Everything was buried.
but I mean, on my video where I'm looking at it and I'm not getting the effect with my camera that I was getting with my eyes, but you can hear Mikey in the back saying, "My REM pod don't do that, bro," as he was reacting to what we were seeing.
Mhm.
You know, so
And we
that
got
was good.
reaction, not as intense this last time.
Yeah,
we
it was
did
much more
get-
mellow though.
Yeah, it
A
was
lot more mellow.
Yeah, he was. It was a layered. He was interacting with us again,
Yeah.
but it was just you, me,
And
Rick,
Rick.
and Lee Dunn came in, and he knew how to use the equipment,
He does know how to use the equipment.
and he was lighting it up, letting us know that he was there.
Yeah. Hi, Jeremy. But
Hey,
the
Jeremy. And Kevin's my other cousin. I got a lot
Oh.
of cousins.
Well, and then, of course, Crystal. You already know Crystal's my cousin, so.
yes.
But yeah, and Ron's mom. So we got half family and half hope to be families to everybody someday. Well, because I can
But-
say Cheryl Ann is family. She knows it. So,
Yeah.
but
Balgoni
Yeah,
is always good.
Yeah,
I would think so. Because, I mean,
So what kind of equipment do they use over there? What's their what do they use the most?
they do a lot of 360 filming. You know, their
They
camera.
do.
Like,
And they speak very good English.
yeah,
Ryan. So
Yes.
he does speak English, damn it. But it's so fun when you have time to get to know these different investigators.
Mhm.
And so when you come together, you already have really strong respect for each other and you know how each other work. One of the things that Ryan had was a Frank's box, and
Yeah.
he has all the toys.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they create their own too.
Oh, yeah.
And they have Lee Dunn, who is probably the best active psychic that I know,
Yeah, he's very good.
who does readings for people and stuff. And you know how protective I am of my energy. And I have asked him for a reading before. And so that's how much I trust him. So, and it
And
was a
how
very
was your
good
reading?
reading.
Okay.
It was very accurate, very good. So,
Because that's the part that I always have. Well, we know I can't be read.
yes.
Nobody's ever been able to do it.
That's
and I don't know why that is. It's probably my distrust.
Well,
I mean, I trust people, but I distrust some things. And as much as I believe in the paranormal, there's some things I've actually seen people lie to me about.
absolutely.
And that's one of them. And so that's probably the reason why I shut myself off. And that's been since I was 12, 13 years old.
Well, you've had a lot of trauma in your life too, and it's very hard to trust anybody with
Energy.
because for the longest time nobody could read me, even if I asked them to, because the walls were so thick, right? The self-defense was so strong. And when I started, actually, I took my happy little ass to therapy and did that until my therapist said, "You've got to go. You're done. Yeah, I can't do anything else for you. You've done all this work. Nice talking to you." But when I got to that point, and I I trusted myself because I knew that I had not been the problem in the situation I was addressing. It was very liberating, very freeing, and I got so much more open. And I got much more open in my own abilities, but I got much more open in trusting people. Not a lot of people, but maybe 5. So
Well, there's 3 here.
there are 3 here. So, and one of them is dog sitting. So, and I trust him with my everything. So it's pretty cool. But, you know, I just think that when you get to where you can be more comfortable opening, then you'll get a lot more. And I do get a lot more. I get a lot of experiences that I didn't used to because I got them when I was young, and then I just blocked them because of trauma. And when I got to where I could work through that and I trusted myself and my ability to judge a little bit better, because I lost faith in that. And so now I don't get sandbagged by spirits or people. So
Yeah. So in my case, I have a lot of experiences. That's not the problem.
yeah,
It's the some of the living
yes,
are, they put off an air of, I don't know. They have a lying air. Let's just say that.
yes.
I can see
Hey,
it
Tom.
and I can sense it. Hey Tom, we were talking about you yesterday.
We
It was all
were.
good.
It was all good. Yes.
It was
all
every
good.
bit good.
And we hope you're healing from your surgery. So
We do.
but that's the thing. I've seen so much drama in the world
Yes.
that it's not every person. It's just the people that I read that are, they're out for something and not necessarily something good.
Well, different
And I can
people,
tell.
yeah. But there's a lot, especially in our field, and I'm assuming that you're talking about that a lot in this.
No, it's in everyday life.
Yeah.
You know, I would say around here, back in Kansas, there's some things that I see in people, whether it's in the paranormal, the HOA, the neighborhood,
Oh,
Walmart, you name it, work. I see it, and I just kind of just become someone else around those people.
Well, just don't. I'm glad you didn't put me in the same sentence with your HOA because I would have had to go in the corner and cry somewhere. But
No,
you know,
no, it's just like I said. There's some people. You know how people can read an aura.
yes,
I can tell who's out there to do something not nice.
yes.
Mm. Well, I
Whether
got a
it's
chuckle
caused
out of
drama.
Dad coming through when you were talking to me before you left. I got a chuckle out of Dad coming through, building the house in 1976 or something. I went, Dad, huh? Okay.
Yeah. And the thing is I couldn't have known that when I looked at
No.
you and said it was built in 1976. I mean, it was like it was fact that it was built in 1976.
Yeah,
Even though
It
it
was.
wasn't.
no,
No, your
the
house
condo
was
wasn't.
original.
Old house,
Yeah.
not the new one.
Yeah, we were talking about the condo, and
And
Yeah, I asked
when
when
you
it was
said that,
built.
I thought, no, that's the house that Mom's living in. So
Yeah.
yeah, Dad must have said something to you. So I just got a chuckle out of that.
That was
one.
funny when she was telling me about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was just like, okay. Like I
Yeah.
said, sometimes, like with work, sometimes I know what somebody's going to ask for before they ask for it, and I'm already
Yeah.
working on it,
Mhm.
And so, same with, our house. When stuff's going on outside, it's like, we got to do this because they're going to be coming through to check,
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I live on a military base, So, like tonight, I have a feeling that they're going to be coming through this in the next few days. And I went out there and I cleaned up all the pine needles before we did this.
Mm.
Will I know for sure? No, but I won't get a letter in the mail saying, "Hey, you got a violation."
Which is a plus.
That's
Yep.
true.
So
Yeah,
I don't want
that's-
violations.
No. But that's one of the things that I think is my favorite about the abilities that I have is that they've always protected me. And they're very when I was younger, I trusted them without hesitation. And I would trip my grandma out all the time. But then I got to where life was a little harder, and I didn't really feel like there was a lot of ways to protect. And then when I realized that that's what I have to protect myself with, and it got, it wasn't carryish, but it was still like affecting the environment and affecting energy. And energy work is what I do probably the best. But it was such a trip because I still do it.
Mhm.
And it freaks her out because I almost broke her when I was trying to fix her shoulder in Scotland.
Yeah.
So she was surprised.
Yeah, I tore a rotator cuff when I went to Scotland second time. When I was lifting my luggage into the overhead bin, I felt something let loose.
Yeah.
And it
Was
just
it on the way there or the way back?
on the way there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And it just and it just kept getting it was really
Yeah.
sore. It was really painful. And Mikey, thank goodness, had a tendon something. It's electrodes.
The electrode thing.
And
Oh,
then
he had a tens unit.
Tinge unit.
yeah. So that helped. And then Kat, she goes, I'm gonna help you. I went, how?
Well, that was this time because she had overdone it a little bit and she was tight and
yeah.
and she couldn't get it to let go.
She said, come over here to this circle of trees. This is
that was last year.
that was last year. She said,
because she didn't know about energy circles
no.
then.
And she showed me this circle of trees and this stuff. And she goes, this is called an energy circle. I said, oh, okay. I'll be looking for it. She says, I'm going to help you with your shoulder. I went, okay. And she laid her hands on my shoulder and she just about put me to my knees. That's how strong it was. Yeah. And I went, I fell forward and I went, wow, okay. And then it progressively got a little bit better every day. It took that.
She thought I had killed her.
Well, I wasn't sure what happened, but something did, I went,
the fairies.
So tried Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
So yeah,
it was
but
the fairies.
it did get, and by the time I got to the doctor, because I had to go get an MRI done, the swelling and everything was gone. Everything that was irritating it was gone, and they were surprised because usually they have to do those injections.
Yes.
Always the ton of surprise.
Cortisone,
Right?
Cortisone, yeah.
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 Cortisone. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I tell you,
And I said, no.
Worst, that was the worst MRI I ever had to have was when they injected that. They put a
Yeah, on your shoulder.
10-pound weight on my hand. And
Oh no.
they're shooting, and they're to keep my arm down.
Yeah.
They could shoot this stuff in, and I was crying. And as they were, and they don't numb it, they just.
Oh my God.
No.
And all I did was cry and and yell. And I said, I gave birth to 4 kids with no anesthetic. This is horrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had gallstones and survived that. I don't know if I'm going to survive this. And
yeah, it sucked.
It's
that's
not easy.
it sucked. And I told Ron, I said, I'm not getting surgery. I'm never doing that again. If I tear my rotator cuff, I'm going to know what it is. I ain't doing squat. I'll just wait it out 18 months and it was better.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's better now. I mean, I have to be careful.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm lifting above my head. Yeah. If I have to, because we were taking screws out of the wall and
looking at her condo today.
Yeah, and we finally got a step stool so I can finish it up because working above my head and trying to put pressure, no, doesn't
Yep, that's what he
doesn't
was
do
doing.
well.
He was painting today
Mhm.
our lovely plant shelf that I don't know what to do with, but he painted that
Oh.
today, and because it's how many feet is that thing wide? 17? No, it's half the size of our living room, so it's like 54 inches or more. No, it's more than that.
150,
It's about 100. Yeah, let's go with
15
about
feet.
yeah, about
16?
15 feet
16.
across,
That's a big old shelf, girl.
No kidding.
and it's 13 feet up in the air.
Oh my.
So we have to. That's why the hurricane lamps are going up there. They're going to be where I can see them, and they're ready to go. And
Yeah, I didn't fall off the ladder, so
Yay!
That's a plus.
but I will tell you, having high ceilings sucks. But these aren't half as high as the one in our old house.
no.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was about 40 feet high
Ooh.
from the living room to the kitchen because it was a front to back split kind of thing.
Mhm.
California split. So, but again,
And cold in the winter.
that was the reason why we have a ranch house now.
Yes.
Mhm.
No,
That would be, yeah.
Mhm.
that's the reason why your house makes me appreciate my house. Your beach house made me appreciate that.
Yeah.
Tom says he got 2 injections in his back before he could get surgery because of his insurance.
No waste of time and pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insurance is not always the best.
Well,
I
they
mean-
don't always make the best decisions. And
No.
because everybody is different, but every policy is the same.
Yeah. So
And their
That's why
decision
going to the-
makers are not medical people.
no. Well, that's why sometimes going to the ER is the better option.
Yep.
Because they make the decisions really fast and they don't wait for the insurance. They just make them and then
Yep.
you're done.
Yeah.
So-
and you get to go home.
Sort it
Yeah,
out.
eventually.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but I do have some pictures that you guys shared. So we're going to go through these so that you can tell people what they are because, I would assume that besides Crystal, I don't think hardly anybody here has been to Scotland unless they're,
Okay.
hey there, Rick. There you go, Kat.
Rick.
Somebody else
There's Rick.
we
I
talked
already
about
thought
yesterday.
him yesterday.
Yes,
That-
we talked about him yesterday.
We did. In a good way.
Yep.
Yes, always in a good way.
Always in a good way.
Yes. I don't waste my time talking negative about people. There's no time and there's no time for that.
I try not to hang
So-
out with people I would want to.
That's right.
So
So here we go.
we have.
We have this. I just started at the top of the pictures that you.
Oh, that
Same.
is at Sterling Castle.
Yeah, that's Sterling.
That's at Sterling Jail.
Mm-hmm.
And this is looking
This is
off
pretty
of the
good.
balcony, and it, the part that's lit behind the square building to the
That-
right
Yeah.
is Sterling Castle.
Yeah.
Sterling
Oh.
House is behind it.
Oh, back here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
And then
So-
this is it's really neat. Thanks,
Yeah.
Chris. I just had so much fun. That was taken from the roof of the Sterling Jail.
I was gonna say that was from the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I went up in the tower
Mm-hmm.
and I
Walked
just
around.
Okay,
It's
Suze,
beautiful.
you got to take notes on places to go from here. Then, since your next
Yeah.
trip is
Yeah.
and I will talk to you about Scotland all day. So you just find me on Facebook.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Scotland.
Well, we need to go together. I know that
Yeah,
it didn't work out
We'll
this
plan
year.
our own. We'll plan our own trip.
my
Do our
stuff.
own
Yeah.
trip.
My stuff keeps disappearing. So let's do this. There. I am done working my computer today. So
That-
here we go.
Well, the
Here's
one
the-
before it was
the
Roslyn
Gates of Hell.
Castle, and this is the cemetery.
Oh, that,
nope.
that was at the other that was at the other
Sterling.
end.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
this is
the
one of the
next picture.
the
Gates.
sign on those gates actually is a World War II cemetery,
Mm-hmm.
and the sign says "No dog fouling.
Yes.
Clean up after your dog."
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, okay.
I thought that was hilarious because I didn't know that dogs foul. That's not basketball, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought that sign was cute, but those are the most beautiful cemeteries, and these are down behind Roslyn Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go down a path, and it was the first time we saw them. We
Mhm.
weren't going to get to, but we rebelled against our evil, wicked tour creator.
Yeah.
And went to explore the graves. There were 3 cemeteries. We all had people there.
Mhm.
And then if you went on down the path, you go to Roslyn Castle, which was the other structure that had pulled up before this one. And they just reopened that. They've been doing a renovation, and you can stay there now.
Yeah.
You can stay in Roslyn Castle now. And so that's something that I want to do the next time. But I think it was the one before this one, Denise, that was a stone building at the end of a path.
No.
Oh, this was with
Yeah.
our friends Highland Paranormal. And that was so fun because we're sitting out just at a location we had gone to investigate, and we got lunch, and we got to sit outside, and we're actually facing the most beautiful lock. And the town is called Pool U, EWE, Pool U.
Mm-hmm.
And the location is called the Pool House.
Okay.
And those are our friends from Scottish Paranormal with us. They were the 2 men between Rick and I. That's Rick McCollum on the end towards you. And the 2 gentlemen are, that's Liam Shan. I just lost his last name. Shanley?
Yeah.
Shanley. Sorry, Liam. And next to him is Barry. They were the 2 guys that drove us around.
Mhm.
And the woman on the end's name is Helen. And she had just moved to Inverness from Guernsey Isles. So she was awesome. We got to play with her.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting.
That was a great day.
It was a good investigation.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had really good weather there.
We
Oh,
had
yeah.
great weather.
Oh, that was in.
That
that was-
sounds like me.
That's at St. Andrews. That's in the Arches,
Just outside
going
the
toward
cathedral.
but going toward the university
Yeah.
from the cathedral.
Yeah, it's funny. You stand just like me.
Yes, I do.
So
Oh my gosh. This is Creole. And this
Mhm.
place was 1600s.
Yeah.
The houses were from 1600s. This place had more steps than you could shake a stick at. It was absolutely amazing. And it was just a lark that we got to go here.
Yeah.
Because our friends from History and Horror Tours, Gary and Lynn, came to see us and have lunch in St. Andrews. And she was like, "Do you want to go to Creole?" I'm like, "Yes, I want to go to Creole." So
We all
it
piled in the
was
car.
be blessed, Mary. It's so nice to see you. And it was
Thank you, Mary.
it was so gorgeous. We had lunch there.
Mhm.
We had coffee and snacks. Somebody ate all the shortbread. I don't know who that would have been, but she does love shortbread.
Okay.
I had a little
You
bit.
had some.
I had a little bit. Yeah. But
it
mainly
looks like
the
a good
tea
place
was,
to rock hunt.
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
she actually found her first sea glass there.
Yes.
And because it's on the
North Sea.
River Firth.
Oh, it's on the first.
Oh, there's spirits all over there.
Oh, yeah.
This place
Yeah.
was ancient.
Any place
And-
that you go in Scotland, there's spirits.
Yeah, you can't throw a rock and miss a ghost. I
Yeah.
mean,
You really can't.
it's crazy.
Oh.
Inverness. That's the river Ness that feeds into Loch Ness. So ostensibly, Nessie could swim up there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. But we got
One
to
of the
stay there.
schools-
I see him. It's right there.
Ron says he's right here. So one of the schools
There
that
he
I
is.
went to growing up in Baltimore was Inverness.
Mhm.
So I went to a school that was called that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have an Inverness community in Birmingham. So I just thought that was fun too.
Inverness
That is so pretty.
beautiful.
It is.
We had a cottage there. We
Yes.
stayed, it was
In fact, the bridge that you're looking at there
nice. Mhm,
is the bridge that we walked across to go to our cottage.
mhm,
So it was fun.
mhm.
Rick found that, and I love that, so I put it in. That's
yeah, and I
why.
know bastard.
Yeah.
Bastards there is not a cuss word. It's just a word there.
Yes. Well, it's a glorious one.
Yes.
This is Balgony Castle.
Yeah.
And the side to the left is the structure that is livable. And the front of us is ruins. That's actually Lee Dunn, the gentleman in black there,
Mhm.
who is, again, probably the best public psychic I have ever come across. But the chapel is behind him, the two-story part to the right, and that is where there has been so much activity. And the very first time we went there, there was activity there. And that was on the tour from hell. And then last year when we went back, there was activity there. We were in the museum, which is close to the front of this picture. But
Does that have a roof?
No.
no.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I-
just the
none of
ruins
it
that's
does.
left.
Well,
Yeah.
the second floor
This
doesn't
part
have a
does.
roof.
This part does.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Yeah. But the whole thing is just brilliant. It's actually
Is
listed
Balgony-
as the most haunted castle in Scotland. There's a
Is
sign.
it open for people to investigate it?
No.
No.
Scottish Paranormal is the house team.
Yeah.
But they have events there often. So if you go to Scotland, reach out to them and you can see if they're having an event. You can follow them on Facebook. Just because they're on TV doesn't mean they don't interact. They are paranormal investigators first. And they have the best group of supporters. And you can follow them and you can join their subscriber group. And they do investigations all the time, live feeding the whole time. And you can learn a lot watching their investigations because they use all kinds of equipment. They've got brilliant psychics, but the subscribers and the members, they are genuine, nice, good people.
And their
Don't they have a
research
podcast
is
too?
phenomenal.
Huh?
They have a podcast too, don't they?
They do.
Mhm.
And it's like Lori said, their research is impeccable. They are so professional, which is why they have a show.
Scotland or Ireland.
Oh no, that was a guy from England
England.
that interviewed us, and
We're on the phone for about 4 hours.
oh yeah,
Was it
Oh,
Tommy from
you-
England?
no, it was the guy that
This is a while ago.
used to be on. You had him on your network,
Yeah.
and I forgot his name. He was homebound, and he just liked to
Oh.
interview people. Yes, very nice guy.
Yes.
So, but yeah, we talked to him one night for about 4 hours, and then this next time I cut him off at 3, and
Yes.
the next time we talked to him, I cut him off at 2, and but he was such a nice guy, though.
Yes.
You kind of felt bad for him because you knew he was homebound, and
Yes.
but yeah, he was a very nice guy. Just suddenly, Ghost Man Reigns.
Yes.
There you go. I knew I'd remember it. And I didn't even look
But
at
he
my
is,
phone.
he truly is one of the nicest people in the paranormal, but he is lonely.
Yes. So, and here's Kat and her dowsing rods.
And this was that first place, and I'm holding my dowsing rods, and these were my brand new copper dowsing rods that I had gotten. The end tip came off. So I'm doing it with just one, not realizing I'm doing it with just one, right? Because I'm interacting with the spirit. I'm just like, okay. So we looked around and looked around. We couldn't find that little nut to put it back together. And so the dowsing rods that I use now, Liam gave me because, and they look like pins. And you just pull them out and bend them, and ta-da, you're off with your dowsing rods. So
I have telescoping ones too, but I will tell you, never try to use your dowsing rods to find a dowsing rod that you've lost. I will tell you, the only thing that will find a dowsing rod that you've lost in a graveyard is a lawnmower. I can guarantee it.
I believe
You
you.
weren't asking the dowsing
I do.
rods to find it.
Yes,
That's
I
the
was.
problem.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Mm.
Kat, I mean, we had Dara and Caitlin.
Well, I know we had a lot of people
and
there.
me, we were all looking for my dowsing rod, and they were using their dowsing rods to find it. And the thing is
No, I didn't know at that time to ask for it.
We only walked one direction. All of us went one direction, and we only went to like 4 rows of graves. And I still lost this dowsing rod. It was copper, and it was made by a friend of ours that has passed from McPike. And so I still have the one, but it was like, well,
hey, Susan and Mike.
So it's just for keeping at this point. But yeah, don't ever try to use dowsing rods to find your dowsing rod that you've lost, because I think once it loses one, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, the stone that I'm in front of had a list of family members there, and I was talking with the woman, Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia or Catherine?
Catherine.
But that's a tough one to remember for me, right? Duh.
Oh yeah.
But the whole family had gone from 1600s forward, and so, but she is who was there to have a conversation with me, and my dowsing rod lost the thing, and we were still. I mean, the other one was still going to the point that I'm just like, well, I'm not going to stop. But that, by the way, is the most wonderful rain jacket in the history of rain jackets. It came from the Winchester house. I have worn it through Scotland for 3 years, and never once has the top of me gotten wet. So, and you're going to need that kind of rain jacket when you go to Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
So
I have one that I got at Hamrick's, and surprising, it's purple.
Yeah. Well, I would never have believed that was going to be that good. So
yeah, but that was one of the first graveyards that we went to
with Highland.
Yeah, with Highland Paranormal, and it was a beautiful area.
The whole thing.
Oh, I was getting so many hits on the SLS. People were dancing in the center of some of the graves. It was phenomenal. I mean, it was very active, and some of the graves were the Jacobite. People that died defending, Scotland, and I mean it was phenomenal. And then we went to another graveyard. Oh, that was the one in Inverness. Yeah, that Rick wanted to.
He had such a big experience in last year.
Yeah. But this one was a new one, but
new to us.
Yeah, new to us. I mean, it was quite active, more than what I've ever been in one that active before.
So the grave you're in front of there, Kat, was, here when we see graves similar to that, we would assume that they're woodcutters, because usually when they show the grains of wood and logs and stuff like that, is there any of that type of iconology in their graveyards that kind of say, stuff about them?
Not so
design
much
wise?
as far as their
Mhm.
emblems go. Something that I did learn is that, and I did see this on Graves because Gregor told me about it.
Mhm.
But Greg Stewart, who is also a great author, hi Susan. But the thing that blew me away is that each Mason had their own mark, and so that's how you could tell who had built a structure or things of that nature.
Mhm.
And I did see Mason marks on graves, but I didn't see a lot of other. I mean, there's a lot of symbology on them.
Yeah.
Like when we were at the graveyard that we were talking about, where Rick had the experience last year, it's the only cemetery where I found a family name, and it was my grandmother's maiden name. And so when I started researching it, it's it just goes on and on and on.
Mhm.
And so it was fun for me. And then when I was looking at some of the other names that were also on there
Mhm.
related to that name, I found other clans. So so far,
Traced it back.
yeah. But I've got 3 different clans, main clans that, other
Mhm.
groups of my family are small parts of those clans, but like a break off thing. And then some of them are actually in the ones, one of them fought with the British. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but
Well, I know what they were thinking. They were proud.
Oh yeah.
Don't
but
take my
it was
crap.
Yeah.
it was just crazy. But anyway, this graveyard was our first stop with Highland Paranormal,
Mhm.
and it was brilliant.
That was inside.
Yeah, that's inside of it.
It was I don't know.
Is this a mausoleum or
Brooke
was it a church?
drawn. No, it was next to the church.
Yes, that wasn't a mausoleum. That was because those are actual graves, even in that part.
Yeah.
But,
We did get some activity, not a lot.
Yeah.
That is very pretty.
That is the castle in St. Andrews, Scotland. Because to the right is the beach,
Yeah.
the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took that shot from St. Andrews Harbor looking back down the coastline.
Oh yeah.
And so that's actually St. Andrews Castle.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Lori got to see a ghost in there the first time we were there.
Yeah. I saw something peek
wow.
out.
Yeah. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Before.
Edinburgh Castle.
That's Edinburgh.
Yes. And that is the most attacked castle in the world, in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Because it's been there for multiple centuries. It's always bombed, like, shooting from the harbors
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. It's attacked by land and by sea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Mary, Queen of Scots jewelry is there.
Oh yeah.
Her crown jewels are there.
Mm-hmm.
They've got so much World War II memorial
Yep.
stuff. They've got everything. And this is not currently livable. This is not the royal residence in Edinburgh. That would be Holyrood Palace.
Yeah.
But this is the most brilliant place. This is where they hold the tattoo, the Scottish
Tattoos. Yeah.
the
Bagpipes.
bagpipes, the
Different.
pipe and drum.
All the clans.
Yeah.
Dressed in their tartans.
And they all play the same song all the time.
But it's
Scotland the Brave.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hey, how can you tell the difference? It's bagpipes.
Well, you can tell because these people. It's the same song. They're competing fairly.
Yeah.
So it's wicked cool. But you hear it a lot. That's the fountain.
It's down in
Princess Park.
Yeah,
Princess Street Park.
Princess Street. It's
and that's the castle behind it.
Okay.
So that was the first place I ever heard bagpipes in Scotland, because they were doing a rehearsal for a television show. We're sitting on the other side of that fountain, and we were sitting across from it because I ran to the fountain because I kept hearing the pipes and drums, and I'm like, oh, there's pipers. So I jump up and I run over to the fountain, and they're marching around the fountain, and then they went out and then they marched back in. They were rehearsing for a live feed that they were going to be doing for an event. So I was so excited because that's such an iconic part of Scotland, and spirits respond to that music. It's wicked cool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, bye, Sue.
Bye, Susan. Suze, we love you. Finish having a good birthday.
See you soon.
And this is Balgony, and
From the front.
there is their sign declaring it the most haunted castle in Scotland, which is true. So,
It's very similar to here, where it would say no through road. We have more roads that have no outlet here than any place I've ever lived in my life.
I know, right?
Yep.
Well, this
Too many
is
swamps.
actually the road goes around to a residence. So Balgony is not currently lived in, except by a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonnie lives there.
But the Laird lived there, didn't he?
Yes, he
Yes.
died there. He lived and died there.
Okay.
He made his own coffin. So when he
That's
died,
what-
that was there.
I remember Rick saying that.
Yep. They only had to put the date of his death on it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
St. Andrew's Cathedral. That place was so much fun.
It's beautiful.
Yes. And one of the Scottish paranormal men is a guide there. So Kyle Stewart, Gregor's son. And, it's hard to imagine just how old this is, because we don't have anything even close here.
12th century.
Yeah.
12th century.
I
And
mean, if we do, it's in out in Arizona, and
yes,
where
we don't have anything done by modern man.
No,
That would
all by
considered-
indigenous. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is that if you can just imagine, these are two separate ends of the cathedral.
Mhm.
This would have been all one structure. And the architecture of the period was amazing. We went last year to a place called Temple, which was the original Knights Templar temple. And it was just like this also.
Yeah.
It wasn't this big.
No.
But it was one of the more active places. In fact, I was using it was on my thermal. I was using my thermal there, and Lori would step into a zone and disappear on my thermal. And then I was like, whoa, step back. Where are you? And so she would step back and she would show back up. And that was consistent. I mean, we tried it for a while, and then there wasn't going to be a change. So we quit testing it because it was obvious that's the way that was. But Julie also was standing there and would disappear. But there was something, a vortex or something there, where people just wouldn't show.
Like I said, Scotland is haunted.
Scotland is haunted.
Any
It
place
makes me
you
wonder
go.
if in the past there was a wall or something
Yeah.
in that area to where
There
you're
could have
when you
been.
go, it's a residual wall.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
Fun,
Yeah.
but bizarre.
Yeah. And the midges
So-
were bad. So,
The midges ate Mikey up.
yeah.
And this little graveyard with the with the water
Yes,
behind it.
that is St. Andrews also.
Yeah, I was going to say that's St. Andrews.
And that's actually when we were walking back up from the harbor,
Yeah.
and I shot down across that
When
cemetery.
you look out across there, that's the North Sea.
Yes.
That wasn't
It's
about the
cute.
story that you were telling us about yesterday, right? When you were coming back from the harbor, and you made it just in time.
No, that's that
A
was
different
just,
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But that was just such a pretty place.
Oh, there's
And this
Balgonie.
this is inside Balgonie, and this is the Laird's quarters.
Yeah.
And that's Ryan sitting down in the center, and he's got the most wonderful toys. But then Lori and I and Rick and Greg was up there. Lee was in there too. And so we had just all gone up to the Laird's quarters. And if you look up at the ceiling there, all of the Laird didn't have much to do in the winter, right? Because winters are long in Scotland.
Yeah.
He painted every one of those crests. That whole ceiling of that whole room is covered in the crests of the previous Lairds of the castle.
Mhm.
And it's just amazing.
Mhm.
He also carved all these doors. The doors there were magnificent. I've shown you those pictures before.
Yeah.
But this was actually in the Laird's quarters
library.
doing a live investigation. I think they were feeding there too.
Yeah.
Live feed from there. But it was nifty. That's the place, Denise, where I had the see-through head.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and that's
there you
with the
go.
cathedral behind us. That's us in St. Andrews on our way to get ice cream.
Rick
Oh
took
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Magnum
that's because he was in a
bars.
hurry to get ice cream. That was
Yes.
it. He was in a
Yes.
hurry to get ice cream. I'll take the picture. Let's get this done.
That's pretty much it.
And then
Get your skates on. And there we are back at the beginning. Oh, look at that.
the picture was in there twice.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But if you look, this is the original Sterling jail.
Right
And
here.
that was the worst place on the planet.
Yeah.
This place had such a history, such a horrible, horrible history.
And then up on the hill
Is the Wallace
is the
Monument.
Wallace Monument.
And I didn't think people would be able to see that because I couldn't see it when I was taking the shot, but I knew it was there.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
trying
it
to.
just blends into the background pretty good,
I know.
But that's
but I can see it.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
I can
yeah,
see
when
Mel
you
Gibson running across the
I know.
greens.
And no, that's not me chasing him. No, couldn't possibly be. But you know but seriously, that original Sterling jail was terrible. I mean, it was just absolute horror. That's some of the equipment that they used to extract confessions. Torture was the name of the game there.
Yeah. Torture was pretty much common.
Of course.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's the
common.
way to get the answers that you're looking for.
Oh yeah.
And that's looking up at it from the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's looking, yeah.
Yeah. From the ground
Because the circular part is where I was taking the photos from.
up. Mhm. From that time.
I can see the bars on the window. So
Yeah. More fun stuff.
Yeah. Some
I
more
see a
torture.
doll.
Well, you know, it's always surprising to me just how
Yeah.
unkind humans can be to each other
And that is
for no good
definitely-
reason.
Yeah. That was in a cell.
I just can't imagine.
Mhm.
And this
It looks
included
like a doll
children.
that they hung. Yeah,
I don't think
that's
so.
probably why there's a doll.
Ah.
Right there. Look. See right here? There's a
Oh,
doll.
okay, I do see.
Mhm.
And then I see like it looks like a rope here. Looks like they made a little hanging
It's
you
just
know,
another
place to hang their
torture
dolls.
device
Yeah,
get you.
it's
Yeah.
to confess.
And just
And this is the prettiest road on the planet.
Yep. That's in the Highlands.
And we were actually so surprised because we didn't anticipate this.
No.
We just came across it. They kept talking about,
There's
yes,
a pull off up
yeah,
here.
we're gonna stop at the pull off, and this is what we got.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous there.
Oh yeah.
It's nowhere near what it's like in real life.
Oh,
This was,
Loch Marie in
Yeah.
the back.
yeah, and just stunning.
Oh, it was breathtaking. It literally took my breath away. When I got out of the car and I stood there, there's no words to describe the Highlands. I mean, it's just it's magical. It
Yeah.
really is magical.
And this is what, when people think I'm kidding when I say on this drive, I found the Scotland I've been looking for 3 years. And there's another picture of this area that shows a town. And
There it is.
There it is. And, I just,
Look at that.
I went 3 years looking for this.
And then if you look,
Yeah, there's no
across the
McDonald's.
water,
No McDonald's, no Starbucks.
Not a thing.
no. But if you look across that water and you kind of see this blue over there,
But
that's the Isle of Skye.
yeah.
That's where you wanted to go, and you couldn't
That's
get
where
there.
we wanted to go, but we got to see it kind of in a distance.
We'll
But
get
we
there.
did- yeah, I know.
We'll get there.
But it was just stunning.
It took my breath.
Yeah,
It really did.
Mhm. We were more
You can see
touristy
that.
this time than paranormal this time, but
Well, just on that drive.
yeah.
I mean, this is in the pool house.
Mhm.
Isn't that pretty?
It
It's
is.
it's just
Oh, it's spectacular. And
yes.
it's just amazing.
And this area of Scotland, that was in that bathroom,
Hmm.
and that thing would not stop hugging me.
Hmm.
It was so fun.
Hmm.
But it was I don't know who that was. I don't remember who that was.
It was the lady of the house.
Yeah, but
I can't remember her name, but we've also got kind of confirmation of a person came through,
Mhm.
which
Well,
was the
that's
maid.
true.
There was
yeah.
a maid,
Mara.
Mara.
Because
You're getting a hug there.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah. And it was a good hug. It lasted
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
some
that's-
time.
That's rare.
Yeah. And well, when we were down in the library, Helen thought that she was getting Morag, which is a Scottish name. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to trust Helen. Then when we got up to this room,
Mhm.
it was so cool because I got direct responses to our questions. One of the things that I asked was because she was the housekeeper, and I was like, and it was obviously a men's bathroom, a lot of Titanic memorabilia, and so I just said, did you keep this bathroom ship shape? And she said, ship shape.
Yeah.
And then I got a hug. So, but her name was Mora instead of Morag.
Just have to go and get her.
In the kids' room,
We'll
Neem,
do it.
a little girl named Neem came through.
Oh,
Yeah.
She liked to play pranks
Yes.
on the people.
so. And that's another picture of that. And here we go.
Oh,
This is in Roslyn also
hmm
when we were up there. And I took that because people don't realize how small housing can be.
yeah.
These are
Oh, yeah.
these are 3 different doorways into homes,
Mhm.
and the one going up is really only about a half a flight of stairs before they go in their front door. And I just thought that was cool because Roslyn is a very, very small village, and you walk everywhere there.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's also the height of the door. Rick would smack his head
Yeah.
every time.
he would smack his nose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really funny how small they were.
Hmm.
Of course, the Scots
Well,
were.
you know, Yeah, they weren't that tall, but the good news about that is that it was easy to heat
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
because they were so quaint, and so
Oh, yeah.
kind of reminds me of housing in New York and New Jersey.
It does, right? Especially New
Mhm.
York. But
Yeah.
the one of the things that we did find out is that Mary Queen of Scots was 5'11".
Yeah.
Well, that's
Which
tall.
well, it is, and it's tall for a woman now, but it was certainly tall for a woman then.
Back in that day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm 5'3".
she would tower over all the men there at
She
that
did.
period.
Yep.
So I thought that was interesting. And that I took because it's looking at the oh, come on. The Masons. That is the Masons headquarters.
Because you can see
Through
that,
there.
that was in Roxon. Yeah.
That is Roslyn. That's right by our hotel.
And then
That's the castle. That's Roslyn Castle. That has been a ruin the whole time that we've been going, and they just opened it, and you can actually stay in it now.
Mhm.
And it's pretty cool. It
well,
was fun.
I would like to thank you guys so much for sharing your pictures. And the reason Ron's not here right now is he has to go take our daughter to work because her car didn't start.
Oh no!
Yes.
Bless her heart.
And so, and we have to be up at 5:00. So
Yeah,
to be
dude.
over somewhere else at 5:30. So we're gonna have to pick her up from work too.
Oh no!
So, but it's okay. Things happen.
No sleep.
They do.
So,
Okay.
but I would like to thank you guys so much for coming on tonight and visiting with us and sharing. This is just part of your pictures from Scotland. This was just one round of stuff that you sent me.
I gotta go. See ya. See ya. Good night, everybody.
So be careful.
Safe
So,
travel.
Hope you guys will join us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central for the Paranormal Pride. Currently, you can view us on Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment, Things Network, and Bill of Rights Network, Denise Pridemore's LinkedIn, the Paranormal Pride Facebook and YouTube. Sometimes you can catch us on Rumble, but not right now. They'll have to move it over there. And make sure that you check out Dark Realm Network. Both Kat and I are on there in replay. So check that out. Subscribe. It's $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year. So you get 2 months free if you
Great
go by
television
year.
there.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you can catch stuff from last week's guest, David Glidden, plus us, plus so many other people that have so much to share. And it's not just paranormal. You've got all kinds of stuff to pick from. So check that out. And also Kat and Ron and I are part of Things of Alabama and us of Florida. So check out Things Network and make sure you catch out where all of us are, because we're all over we're all over the world. So check that out.
Yes.
So, and I will see you guys next Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Oh, and you guys have to catch Kat on Paranormal Experienced on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. And you can also catch her on Fate Magazine Radio, because she is the voice of Fate Magazine, on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Central. Every place pretty much that I've just said, you can catch her there too, except for my Facebook and my LinkedIn.
But you can find my Facebook, but it's under Catherine. So
Yeah, so check that out, and I guarantee if you haven't heard of Fate Magazine, by the time that you're done watching one of those shows, you're going to remember it from your childhood. I guarantee it. So,
you will.
so,
You
so-
will. Since
and-
1947.
so, yep, before I was born anyway.
Yeah, me too. Thank God.
So, oh, and I want to say one thing. Happy birthday, Chuck Banks. Your birthday's
Yes.
tomorrow, and you know it, so happy birthday.
Happy
So-
birthday.
Yay.
Yeah.
So have a good night, everyone.
Night.